an infamous area of Warsaw with a bad reputation, stereotyped by what people think outside of it. We will explore whether this is fair and discuss what people inside of the area think of where they live. I am Perry Taylor Finn and I am investigating Blakenall.
Antisocial behaviour, ASB, antisocial behaviour, that's any behaviour that would affect others or people would deem inappropriate, obviously on the street, i.e. if you're in a house and somebody's throwing stones at your house, yeah, that's antisocial behaviour.
What sort of problems do the police counter in Blakenall is, majority of it is ASB, antisocial behaviour.
What sort of problems we encounter in Blakenall? Probably the majority is ASB, with anybody from the age, I would say, of 10 to 10 years old up to early 20s. That's our main problem, the side of Blakenall we cover. We were averaging over 100 ASB calls a month. Yeah. Now it's gone down to 30 or less in the space of a month. That's come down a lot. We still do have problems and tend to be, probably for us, we have less problems on holidays. It's more when the kids go back to school from, I would say, September to just after bonfire night. That's where our main problems happen with ASB in the area.
Years ago it used to be crime, but now majority of the times, I'll say 90% of the police's operation work is countering antisocial behaviour.
Prison-wise, we don't have a lot of crime. People think Blakenall, it's crime city, and it's not. It's not that bad. We tend to get quite a bit of criminal damage, again, from antisocial behaviour, particularly kids. Throwing stones at taxis is one of our main ones. But crime-wise, yeah, we have burglaries, but not a lot. Again, we used to have a fair few burglaries. I would probably say up to, probably, some days it could have been 2 or 3 a day, every month.
It can range from anything. It can range from something really minor like knocked or run. It can go to the next level, like eggs thrown out the window. A family can be targeted if there's someone that can be vulnerable inside the family. That's the sort of things we get when someone's vulnerable. You'll have a group of kids that will target that family because of the vulnerabilities, but they don't realise the actual impact they're having directly on the family until we come in, speak to the family, speak to their parents, and then we use their family as an example. How would you feel if this was being done with your family? If a group of kids were targeting your family, if there's someone vulnerable that's living there? And it does sometimes. I'd say 90%. It does change their perspectives when you put the ball in their court.
The average 2 to 3 burglaries a month now, from 2 to 3 a day. So that's come down a lot. Crime-wise, like I said, not a large amount of crime really for the area, for what it is. I think I'm right when I say this, that the Blakenall ward itself is either in the top 10%, and I think it's moved up to top 5% of most deprived areas in the country. The majority of people are nice people. I would say 99% of the people are nice people, and that's the truth. It's only the 1%. It's the 1% that cause the crime. A lot of the elder people in there will say the area's come down from when they were kids, because obviously back then it was completely different. And you've got to think of the makeup of the area now. Like I've said, it's now in the top 10 or 5% of most deprived areas of the country. Me personally, people who live there don't think it's that bad. Some people will say it is, some people won't. It's no matter where you live.
Crime, I would say, has gone down, but it all depends on who's out. We have certain people that are in prison, but when they come out, you do tend to notice that things like burglaries, car crime, vehicle crime do tend to go up. But one of my roles working in Blakenall is managing some of the offenders that have come out of prison so the police are actively working with the offenders so they don't cause any problems, re-offend. We're saying that we can only do so much. We have support from probation and other agencies as well to make sure that they don't go back into re-offending. But 9 times out of 10, it does happen. They do go back to re-offending because they've come back to where they were living, they were the same group of people, and then eventually after a couple of months they do tend to re-offend. The only solution for that would be if people are coming out of prison need to move to a different area where they're not in contact with their associates, they're not pressured in doing things what they used to do prior to going into prison.
Evidence suggests Blakenall was a lot worse in the past than it is now. I like this area a lot. The friendly people, the good shops, and a sense of community. But I think Blakenall isn't perfect. I admit that. At night, it can be a little unsettling considering there are so many people in hoodies. But not all of them want to cause trouble. Even when I wear a hoodie, I get bad looks from the older community that don't know me. My goal was not to convince you that Blakenall is just sunshine, because it's not. Kind of far from it. No. My goal was to change people's opinions on how Blakenall is saw outside of its community. Me personally, I think there are more positives than negatives about Blakenall, and I am proud to call it home.